Hey folks, welcome back to our tips tutorial. In this tutorial, I just want to quickly take you through some of the things I do or some quick tips you can work with when editing our library components. Pretty much all of our library components, especially the slider type components, they will share something like they'll have some sort of a heading piece of text, some content in the form of a paragraph or a block quote, perhaps an image, and then maybe a piece of text that's linked to a page, or maybe in the case of the Infobox carousel, the text is hyperlinked, but it's in the form of a button. These characteristics are shared amongst many of our library components. So I'm just going to show you a couple of tricks to editing the content within these pages within Dreamweaver. So let's just pop right over to Dreamweaver. And I've gone and opened up the testimonial slider page. There it is right there. And we see up top here we have a piece of text. And if you click on a piece of text, down here in the Properties panel, you can activate it through the window Properties. It'll tell you what sort of format that piece of text is in. Now the nice thing in Dreamweaver is a heading, usually you could just sort of scrub over it and type new heading like so, and all works very well. If for any reason you were to type a new heading and it doesn't quite look the same as the others, what you could do is just select that piece of text and then go down to the format and reapply the formatting that was originally there, just in case you ever knock it out of place. Same thing with our paragraph text here. Typically you can just sort of scrub over the whole thing and new paragraph, and if it doesn't show paragraph formatting down here, once again you can select it and then just from the list reapply it, and that works right away. Now a couple of tips on working with images and links. For your links, typically with a link that's highlighted in blue here, if you select it, it will show you if it has a class. Okay, in this case, testimonial link, and if it's a button, it will show you what type of a button it is. And I'll just open up the Infobox carousel page here to better explain that. There's the More button right there. So if we click that, you see that the class of BTM, that's the Bootstrap shorthand for button. Okay, so it shows that there's a class applied to that particular link. Now you can change the link right here and the text in the page directly. So this is one of those things in Dreamweaver, once again, where you just sort of scrub over like so, and new button, okay, or link like that. And once you've typed the information for your hyperlink, you can now go down to the link panel here, and you can use the point to file or the browse to file tool to link that text to somewhere in your site. Okay, that's sort of anything that's highlighted in blue. Scrub over it, type in the new information, and then you can point to file. The only thing I suggest is when you're done, just put your clicker on there and make sure that the class matches the class of an unedited. Okay, so if for any reason the testimonial link class has gone missing, you can actually hit the little switch here and apply what the best way, let me see, I would probably switch over to code view actually, and what I would do at that point in time is I would just take a look for the A class and copy it from an existing and paste it in like so, or just do the Control Z in the keyboard until you got back to where you were, and then start over and try not to knock the class out. All right. Last tip is working with pictures here. You can actually change a picture. Let me get rid of this. There we go. If you double click on a picture, you can actually browse to a new picture. Okay, it brings up the select image source, and it allows you to now browse through your website. You can go right to the root folder. You can go into perhaps the site, your images, themed images folder. I've got some placeholders in here. Right, bang, you can select the new image and boom, pop it in there. Now in most cases in a library component, you want to make sure that the image that you're replacing is the same size as the image that's there by default. That way it'll look good. To check your image size, when you first of all double click on an existing pic, it'll show you right here the image size. Okay, and once you've imported your image, you can just put it in whatever folder and then browse to that image, select it, and it's done.